Mayor, tell me what all's involved in, you got two brand new chiefs now.
Listen, God has blessed our city tonight as we swore in a new fire chief and police chief. Paul Sims is going to lead this fire department forward with integrity. He's got the men behind him, and we're excited to have him. John Buckholtz, our new police chief, we think we could not have found a finer chief to fulfill the needs of our city. We are grateful. We're grateful for these two men that stood up and answered the bell when we called. So we're very excited to have them on board. I've got to tell you, it's a new day here at the city, at City Hall, and leadership is important, and these two gentlemen are going to bring just that to both departments.
What did it take to find me? I mean, John,
Listen,
well, both of them, I think, but John was really tough one.
These are nationwide searches. We had over 40 candidates for each position that we interviewed. There was a committee formed, and it was a long process, but we know in our hearts that we've got the right two men to lead these departments forward. We are so grateful and so happy tonight to have Paul Sims and John Buckholtz leading these two departments.
Right, Buckholtz, I mean, his experience with Conroe PD prior, the DA's office, his education, his background.
That's what tipped the scales for John in the interview process. He's been to the FBI Academy. He's got his Master's Peace Officer certificate. Former SWAT. John can get it done. John's a leader. And first and foremost, John believes in God. And when you put that ahead of everything else, you're going to be just fine.
Paul Sims, I mean, he's already saved the city some, finding places to save the city some money.
Let me tell you, Paul Sims has already hit the ground running. He's working on our Station 8. That station originally was going to come in around $7.6 million. Paul has cut about $3.5 million off that price. As we go out and try to build a station, it's more similar to what you'd see the ESD's building today. Cost-effective savings, that's leadership. And Paul has brought it right to the table day one, so we're excited. We are thrilled.
Kind of getting him back from out of town, back to the old fire department days.
He was the fire chief in Harker Heights. Mm-hmm. We are blessed to have him back. I'll tell you, he's got the men are behind him. I think the men are behind John. We're very excited about where we're headed related to these two departments. It's just exciting.
Yep. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to City Hall. This is a rather historic evening for our city as we welcome a new police chief and a new fire chief onto this team tonight. God has truly blessed our city with two men of great integrity. We're going to get to those agenda items in just a moment. We're going to open up, please, with a roll call. Madam Pastor Trent Smith with Conroe Church to come forward. He'll be giving you the invocation for our pledges. Pastor, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Item number one, I'm going to read both these items in. Item number one is the official swearing in of the Conroe Fire Chief, Paul D. Sims. Item number two, official swearing in of Conroe Police Chief John Buckholtz. The oath will be administered by the Honorable Jacqueline Bello. I will now ask Chief Paul Sims to come forward.
Can you raise your right hand and repeat after me? I, Paul D. Sims,
I, Paul D. Sims,
do hereby solemnly swear
do hereby solemnly swear
that I will faithfully and impartially
that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform all the duties incumbent upon me
all the duties incumbent upon me
as Fire Chief of the City of Conroe,
as Fire Chief of the City of Conroe,
according to the best of my skills and ability,
according to the best of my skills and abilities,
and to uphold the Constitution and laws of the United States
and to uphold the constitutional laws of the United States
and of the state of Texas.
and of the state of Texas.
I furthermore do solemnly swear
I furthermore do solemnly swear
that I have not directly or indirectly paid,
that I have not directly or indirectly paid,
offered or proposed to pay,
offered or proposed to pay,
contributed or promised to contribute
contributed or promised to contribute
any money or valuable things
any money or valuable things
as a reward for the giving of this appointment.
as a reward of giving of this appointment.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
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 Thank you.
John Buckholtz, if you'll come forward, please.
Mayor, joining Mr. Buckholtz tonight will be his wife Holly, his son Carter, and also standing with him tonight will be our district attorney Brett Ligon.
You can raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, John Buckholtz,
I, John Buckholtz,
do hereby solemnly swear
do hereby solemnly swear
that I will faithfully and impartially
that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties incumbent upon me
all the duties incumbent upon me
as Chief of Police of the City of Conroe,
as Chief of Police of the City of Conroe,
according to the best of my skills and ability,
according to the best of my skills and ability,
and to uphold the Constitution and laws
and to uphold the constitutions and laws
of the United States and the state of Texas.
of the United States and the state of Texas.
I furthermore do solemnly swear
Now furthermore do solemnly swear
that I have not directly or indirectly
that I have not directly or indirectly
paid, offered, or proposed to pay,
paid, offered, or proposed to pay,
contributed, or promised to contribute
contributed, or promised to contribute
any money or valuable things
any money or valuable thing
as a reward for the giving of this appointment.
as a reward for the giving of this appointment.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Chief. Reception just after the council meeting. It shouldn't take long. I think our DA's got a few things he'd like to say.
Thank you, Mayor. 18 years ago, the men and women of the Conroe Police Department, through the Conroe Police Officers Association, chose to support me in my run for district attorney. I look around the room today, 18 years later, and I'm surrounded by excellence, and many of whom I call friends. This is an excellent agency. It's an agency filled with professionalism, diligence, and drive. John's goal and John's role is to set the expectations and the role for every man and woman who works with this agency. In that 18 years, I've had the opportunity honorably to serve with Chief Ray, Chief Quee, Chief Christie, Chief Tipton, and now Chief Buckholtz. What an extraordinary string of capable men who've led this agency. Each one has brought certain gifts to it, and I've seen them struggle with, at times, to figure out what is the best thing for this community. John has a different calling. John's North Star has always been mission and men and God. What a better way, there is no better way for a leader to focus than on his God, his community, and his family. The men and women of the Conroe Police Department not only deserve their leadership, but they expect it. The men and women of the City of Conroe not only want protection from this agency, but they expect it. The history that's going on today, if you look around, look behind you. You have the leader of DPS here, And for the first time in my memory, you have the elected sheriff in Montgomery County Sheriff's Department. That collaboration between the three largest law enforcement agencies in Montgomery County, the Montgomery County Sheriff's Department, through Sheriff Doolittle, the Conroe Police Department, through through Chief Buckholtz, and the District Attorney's Office. It's never happened. I've seen a sheriff and a chief of police shake hands publicly, but I've never seen them work together behind the scenes. And that is what's been going on for at least the last 3 weeks. When I get routed in a conversation because the sheriff calls me and he says, hang on a minute, I'm going to loop in Chief Buckholtz on a three-way phone call, it's not for your benefit. You didn't know it. It wasn't staged. There was no press releases. They did it because that's genuine communication and collaboration and communication to keep you safe. Keep you safe. That is the mission. His North Star is to keep you safe and to focus his life on God. There is no better example of leadership. So, great decision today. John, you've got a lot of work to do ahead of you. The Montgomery County District Attorney's Office here supports you. On behalf of Sheriff Doolittle, on behalf of the great state of Texas, through DPS, we're all here to support you. Thank you for making the tough decision. Chief Tipton, you did a great job in the interim position. I've always enjoyed working with you. This is not a step back. There is a lot to do for this agency. Look forward, don't look back. John, surround yourself with excellence. Surround yourself with excellence. Thank you.
Thank you.
Spot, don't have anything prepared, but I can tell you that it is a distinct honor and privilege to serve the citizens of Conroe. It was a long-time dream to be the fire chief of this organization, and I didn't really, frankly, know that would ever happen, but that's okay. I'm here today, and the Lord has directed my path and continues to direct my path each and every day. I'm looking forward to working with the men and women of the Conroe Fire Department. I've gotten to get back out and meet many of those. 50% of the organization is new, and getting reacquainted with the people that I got to work with before on the fire truck and when I served as the assistant fire chief. So I'm looking forward to serving the citizens, meeting and exceeding their expectations, as well as yours that sits upon the council. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Chief Sims. Chief Buckholtz.
Yes, I'd like to say what a fantastic opportunity. This is it's been granted to me in this role in this moment in time, and I've been very open and honest with everyone. I feel like the Lord led me here very specifically, and this time, His will, His plan, His timing, and for His glory. But I cannot tell you how excited I am to go back to the agency that I served for 21 and a half years. 6.5 years I served a magnificent office with District Attorney Brett Ligon and an incredible staff, and learned so much. And in this season of my life, I am coming back with a completely different outlook on what's important. The men and women of this department are extremely professional. They've been giving every bit of equipment to do their job professionally for this community. And I cannot tell you how excited I have been this week to get started. This is day 4, and it's been drinking and sipping out of a fire hose, and it's been fantastic. So thank y'all for the opportunity.
You're welcome, Chief. And before we move any further, I want to thank Chief Lewis, and I want to thank Chief Tipton for bridging a gap. There's a very difficult time for this city. I want to thank you for your leadership, and I want to applaud you for that. Thank you so much. Moving right along, we've got to get into citizens' inquiry. It's not good to see